everyone. I have the privilege of talking to you this week about hospitality. Now, we often think about the hospitality industry when we think about the word hospitality. And that for me conjures up a picture of a restaurant and I'm eating a lovely meal with my friends, enjoying their company. It's something I really enjoy doing. Obviously, we can't do that at the moment. But hospitality also gets me thinking about all those people who are hospitable, the people I know. There are many of you in the church who invite people round, cook lovely meals, enjoy socialising. And there are others who serve on the hospitality team, serving one another in church. Again, we can't do that at the moment. And there are also others who have got together and cooked meals so that people can meet together in church and share a meal. And there are those of you that have cooked meals for others in their time of need. And some of us, including myself, have been the recipient of those. But for some of us, making meals for people fills us with dread. We can be insecure in our culinary skills and feel that if everything's not perfect, it won't be good enough. It's way out of our comfort zone. I have some good news for those people. Hospitality is not about putting on a show. Like the dictionary definition of hospitality is the friendly and generous reception and entertainment of guests, visitors or strangers. Now in Hebrews 13 verse 2 it says, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." And 1 Peter 4 verse 9 tells us to show hospitality to one another without grumbling. The essence of Christian hospitality is love. Love first for what Christ has given you. We need to recognise that everything we have is a gift from God. It belongs to Him. Secondly, it's love for others. 1 Peter 4 verse 8 says, "Above all things, have a fervent love for one another, for love covers a multitude of sins." And then that following verse tells us to show hospitality without grumbling. So what does this look like? Now, I believe that hospitality is showing genuine care to people. I love the story of Mary and Martha in Luke 10. I also find it a challenge, probably because I relate to Martha. Martha was the sister who actually welcomed Jesus into her home, but she was desperate to get things right. She wanted to get everything sorted out and her focus was totally on the preparations. And then she became annoyed because she received no practical help from Mary. It was Mary who gave the guest attention. She spent time listening to Jesus. Martha gave the attention to meal preparation, but Mary gave attention to the guest. Now, in the Bible in 1 year, in December, Nicky Gumbel wrote, "Faith is made visible by love. Love is practical. Hospitality is an act of love. In providing meals and a bed, we become companions in spreading truth." 3 John 1 verse 8 in the Message says, "When you show hospitality, you are part of a long tradition that goes back to the New Testament." Nicky Gumbel also wrote on November the 16th last year that shared meals are central to hospitality. When we eat with others, we let down our guard, we welcome strangers and we become friends. And I think that's pretty true. We can all show hospitality. We don't have to have the perfect home or have been a contestant on MasterChef. Every Christian is called to practice hospitality, but that does not mean everyone has to practice it in the same way. We practice our hospitality by sharing our resources and our needs. We all have a stake in hospitality, whether as a giver or a recipient, just as Jesus himself did. He often shared meals with others. Jesus even invited himself into people's homes. His presence changed people's lives. He sought out the outcast, those who were despised. Jesus made time for them. Zacchaeus, the tax collector, is a wonderful example of this. His life was transformed as he entertained Jesus. He in turn became generous and he gave half his possessions to the poor. We currently can't invite people into our homes, but we can still show people love and meet the needs of others. Maybe a donation to food bank, maybe a gift on somebody's doorstep, or a phone call to somebody lonely. Make time for others. Now, I have a question for you. I'd like you to think out of the box. Can you think of a way that you can show hospitality to someone during the current season? Thank you for listening.